Welcome back to another video. In this video, you will learn about the mechanism of respiration, how the respiratory system that you learned in the previous video is actually playing its role in this respiration process. This respiration process consists of multiple stages. First one is the breathing, the next is the gaseous exchange, and then the cellular respiration. So we will see them one by one. Let's move first with the breathing process. So dear students, during breathing, we take in air, which is called inhalation, while we give out air, which is actually carbon dioxide gas rich air. So this process is called exhalation. During this process, what happens, we will first see the inhalation process, because first you'll have to have the oxygen gas. So with the air, which actually contains around 21% of oxygen in it, so it travels through the airways and then it reaches the main region, that is the lungs. You must be remembering that the lungs, being the delicate organs, they are protected under the rib cage, and rib cage is basically attached with the intercostal muscles. So there are two types of intercostal muscles, external and internal. During the process of inspiration, what happens, that the intercostal muscles, the external intercostal muscles, they contract, and on the other hand, the internal intercostal muscles, they relax. So this is how this rib cage expands, and it increases the size of this thoracic cavity, the volume of this thoracic cavity, and simultaneously this diaphragm, which is the other respiratory muscle sheet, it also contracts, which also increases the volume of this thoracic cavity, and it reduces the volume of the abdominal region. When this happens, so the pressure inside the lungs drops. When it drops, it allows the air to rush inside the lungs. When the lungs are filled with air, then simultaneously the next process of this breathing happens, which is called the expiration. Opposite happens in expiration. Once the lungs are filled during inspiration, the next step is the expiration. During this, the external intercostal muscles of the ribs relax, while the internal intercostal muscles of the ribs contract, and the diaphragm's muscles, they also relax. This does the opposite thing to this thoracic region, because the volume of the thoracic cavity or thoracic region decreases while that of the abdominal region increases. This way the lungs contract in size, and these ribs also contract. So this increases the pressure inside the lungs, which result in the pushing of air outside the body, which is rich in the carbon dioxide gas. So this is how the expiration takes place. So breathing consists of two steps, inspiration and expiration. Next step is occurring at the alveolus inside the lungs. So you know that alveolus is basically the respiratory surface through which the gaseous exchange takes place. Now what happens, once we are inspiring, the lungs are filled with the oxygen gas. So this oxygen will be going to the adjacent blood capillaries, because you can see here that the alveoli are surrounding with the blood capillaries. So the blood capillaries are containing the blood, and specifically they are containing the RBCs. So oxygen will attach to the hemoglobin that is present on the RBCs, and then it will form oxyhemoglobin, while some of the oxygen will also be dissolved in the blood plasma. And this is how this oxygenated blood now will move to the heart via the pulmonary vein, and then the heart will circulate this oxygenated blood to all the cells. And at this level, you saw that the gaseous exchange is taking place, oxygen is getting in, while the other cells that are oxygen deficient, they are rich in carbon dioxide gas, they are diffused out. So this is the gaseous exchange taking place, and the circulatory system, that is the main organ of that circulatory system, is heart. So it is actually circulating the oxygenated blood to all the cells. When this oxygen reaches that particular cell, then what happens? The cells incorporated, and this oxyhemoglobin being the weaker, it has got a weaker bond, so it dissociates and free oxygen is available, which combines with the glucose inside the cell, and then it provides you with the energy because the food is oxidized now. This is how the whole respiration happens. This was the mechanism of respiration, in which you saw that the first step is breathing, in which inspiration and expiration are happening. During inspiration, the oxygen gas is taken in along with the air, while during expiration, the carbon dioxide gas is given out with the air in the surrounding. And then the gaseous exchange is taking place at the respiratory surface, that is the alveolus, and then the cellular respiration is happening once the oxygen rich blood reaches the particular type of cell. I hope that you understood it well, the whole mechanism of respiration. I will see you in the next class, but if you have any related question related to this topic, then you may ask in the comments. I will feel very good to answer your questions. Thank you so much.